Shalom to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, El Shai, B'Hashem, Chakudash, and giving double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who well. Peace and salutation again to the elect, first fruits, that whom the Lord can have mercy upon in these times. Starting with the prophets at 144,000 count, and these are all Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, and the Americans, whom the Lord have handpicked, elected, predestined for salvation on this side. And you have a remnant of the 1/3, which are men, women, and children, whom the Lord will deliver in these times as well. All right, all Israelites, which the Israelites are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners, likened to the speckled bird, that look like the heathen nations, but lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is the spirit that bear witness with our spirit that we're the children of the Most High. My name is Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables. Can't come with this week lesson. So, just a quick thing I saw. You have it, this rapper, which he goes by the name Bobby Shmurda, which most should know about, if they were around when he first blew up. Which really, that's the only song I really know that guy from. Him and a gang of other dudes. He had this song called Hot Ninja. All right. And that was during the time of 2014. Okay, it came out. It was released, and he had, of course, a time where he went to jail and such, and then he's out now. Well, this is a great example how the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is humbling the proud, and also really destroying a lot of these different rappers and futures, because really there's no future in rap. Okay, rap, you simply sell out to a Malachite. Okay, and you have to give up your integrity. All right, in the form of letting somebody enter some of the different parts of your body, which compromises, being a yush or a man, and you have to do a lot of very sexually immoral acts continually in order to keep that deal. Okay, and when you don't, you may find yourself taken it or completely blackballed. All right, from the industry. So we got it here. I'm just gonna play this right here, which is just some Israelite Jake, like he covering what was put up. All right.
New York hip hop, because even his responses, the first thing you go do is to blame it on promoters. Bobby Shmurda, nobody keep it real with you. And again, this is when I say it's the problem with what's wrong with New York hip hop, is because nobody don't really be sitting here and say when they trash. It's easy for New York people to tell you everything was wrong with the South, what's wrong with the West Coast. Y'all was too worried about Kendrick and Drake instead of trying to figure out what's going on in your own backyard. Bobby Shmurda, the best song you have put out since you've been home was a song with Quavo on. Why? That was because Quavo was on the hook. If we're keeping it a bean, Roddy Rebel has put out way better music, more consistent. You can't sit here. What in your mind would sit here and say, "Hey, Bobby Shmurda, go on tour"? Who was looking or checking for a Bobby Shmurda tour, even a show, a concert, anything? I'm not checking for Bobby Shmurda. I'm not even checking for a song. So why would you think somebody was actually going to spend money on a ticket? So I can believe 10 people per city buying a ticket is probably more impressive than anything, because I don't even think I know 10 people who even know any new Bobby Shmurda music. So let's keep it a bang, dog.
So they don't even know this guy. They said Bobby Shmurda is perfect example of nobody keeping it real with you, which basically they saying he suck. Okay. It says, let's be clear, the tour was canceled because of the average ticket cost across the market was 10 per city. Imagine being in the 50 states, or X amount of states, yeah, domestic United States, and you only got 10 tickets per city. Okay. um you're not amounting to really much, okay, at all. They're not gonna have you at a show, um at a big major um venue with just 10 tickets. Okay. um this particular guy, he said that he spoke of his frustrations, but numbers don't lie. He said that the problem wasn't promotion, it was demand. Okay, so a lot of people not demanding this music that's being pushed out here right now. This lame rap music, and for the most part, this dude is definitely he's saucy. All right, when you see how this dude moves and stuff, it's like basically he's highly sexual deviant. Okay. People got his questionable dancing, that he be doing. Like people ain't really dealing with it. Let me see. So let me see if I could get it. Fair use warning. This is this is for educational purposes only. It's not for any and monetary and gain at all. So I'm not gonna play the music. I'm just gonna play the dude dancing, just to not get any type of strike. You got this guy right here jumping around, and he look highly feminine with it. Look, like he trying to jump with the ball and stuff. Yeah, he definitely looked like he was beyond, as they call it, being a mo for the stay, or a for stay. Okay. This dude freak ball, for sure. So like a lot of people are saying he hasn't been the same since jail. you know. Let's see if they say anything. Nah, I can't even play no music. So he bugged out. He on drugs. Okay. And nobody don't even want to see him doing what he do. Yeah, nobody want to see him. So they saying he suspect. All right. Look at this dude like he's some type of stripper. This dude doing splits. He humping the ground. He like he a girl or something. This dude stretching his back out. So, these rappers y'all look up to, man. Y'all look up, they thinking that they the prowess of masculinity. Well, you gotta look at how suspect this is. All right, look at this dude. All right, so that's that. Okay. So I just wanted to see if I could have pulled the actual, just straight up, like little thing, where he says it. That's it. Bobby Shmurda and Justice canceled tour. Booking agent claims he sold only 10 tickets per city. 10 tickets per city, no ads, no promo, but booking agent get blamed. All right, obviously, with any sort of artistry, you gotta have promotion, good promoters and such, and if you have videos and images, and hey, you got what they call good PR, you should be able to fill up a stadium or something with your music, but that's not no more. All right, so I'm gonna get real quick this precept, and that'll be it. Um, this is real quick. This is Jeremiah 6 and 9 and 6. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through this deceit, they refuse to know me. Thus saith the Lord. And our people are very wicked. All right, and the deceivers. You know, people are frauds. Okay, we're just plain and simple. And I'm gonna get Amos the 3rd chapter. Okay. Got dudes that claim to be men and they're not. All right. So it's which means to be virtuous. Okay, and have high moral character. All right. This is the book of Amos chapter 3. Let me see. Hold up. Oh no. This is it's in Ecclesiastes. I think it's in another place too. But this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse. I'll start at the top. Remember now, in 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, which are the various economists, all right, these people that look at the economics, all right, and they would tremble because, particularly for what's ahead, all right, I was, or the was, Usaki, the wa I, all right, which is to be in terror. Okay, a lot of them economists are like, "What, man? I don't know what to tell you about concerning what's to come." All right, but it's not good. All right. It says, "And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened." Remember, the financial forecast is bad. Recession, Great Depression. All right, big job losses. We got trade wars leading to wars, world wars. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinder is low. You have some venues in music that are not around anymore. Here in Philadelphia, you have like that guy, a guy like him, he would be perfect to go to like the Trocadero. But that place even closed. All right, that's on Arch Street. Okay, in Chinatown, that's no longer around. Okay. Hey, the grind is cease. Okay. And it says, and he shall rise up at the burst of the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay. This music out here has been depressed, man. You got shachach, which means it's being weakened, despairing. Nobody will even want to listen to his music. All right, and maybe Lord will today I'll check out his music today, just for the fact of what you see here. Dude, through and like let's just look at him. So I'm gonna call that a lesson, man. This dude said that, let's be clear, the tour was canceled because the average ticket across the market was 10 per city. That's not viable under any circumstance, no matter what artist budget is. Okay? Bobby Shmurda chose to publicly vent rather than acknowledge performance metrics. His frustration is understood, but numbers don't lie. The problem wasn't promotion, it was demand. So nobody want to see you, Bobby Shmurda. You got to understand that fact. All right, it's over. The show is over. Okay. It says, as further evidence, Stengel posted screenshots to his Instagram story allegedly showing only 5 total tickets sold for Shmurda's scheduled show in DC. All right, and none of the dates in Denver and Hampton, Virginia. Now, that's over here in this, upper tri-state area and stuff, man. In DMV area, where he should be popping, but nobody like you. Nobody even dealing with you on the East Coast. All right, so this is just what it is, man. He's released from prison in 2021, hasn't produced any subsequent hits on Billboard Hot 100. So he's no longer a hot ninja. All right, no Diddy, right? It says he got a Twitter dang right here. He apologized for his fans, and he gotta go through lawsuits and blah blah blah. But it's just through. All right, so America's through. The entertainment is through. All right, he through. Shalom.